So here's a system of three equations that we had solved earlier, and as you can see, and as you hopefully did because you worked this out with us, the problems can be very time-consuming and very tedious to do. While they're not hard because it's just really adding and multiplying and using elimination repeatedly, they are definitely time-consuming. So let me show you a shortcut for how to do these problems using your calculator. So this is the fabled shortcut I may have told you about in class. So here's the big secret. So what this is going to involve is we're going to use a matrix to solve these problems. So on your graphing calculator, find the matrix button. It's located right there. To access it, you need to press second and then x. It's called the inverse key, x to the negative first. So second matrix here on this screen. And the first thing we'll need to do is input this data, our equation, our system, into a matrix. So go over to edit and then select whatever name you want. I'm just going to pick matrix A. That'll be easiest to do. So first thing up here, they want the dimensions of the matrix. Well, dimensions go rows first and then columns over here. So our rows are going to be our three equations. So we're going to say 3, and then the columns are next. And there's going to be 4 columns. There's going to be an x column, a y column, a z column, and an answer column. So 4 columns total. So set up a 3 by 4 matrix. You can do this with the old problems too, the XY problems. It would just be a 2 by 3 matrix, 2 rows for equations and 3 columns of X, Y, and answers. Now, if your problem is not set up this way, you need to rearrange it. It must be set up in columns with X's and Y's and Z's if you're doing 3, and then the answer. If it's not, you must rearrange it, and you must be careful with your signs. Okay, so we get this matrix set up, and what I'm going to do is type in all my coefficients. So from the first equation, my coefficients are 4, 2, and 3. So press 4 or enter 4, 2, and 3, and then the answer column is 1. So there's my first row of the matrix. Next up, let's type in the second row, all my coordinates, or not coordinates, all my coefficients. So I've got 2, I've got negative 3. Oops, I don't think I typed that in right. Shoot, I got an error. Hang on one second. My subtraction sign did not work on my keyboard. So negative 3, that's better. Positive 5, and then negative 14 for the answer. Okay, and then the last row of my matrix is going to be that bottom equation. So 6, negative 1 is in front of that y, and then a 4, and finally another negative 1. Now, if any of your variables are missing, like if there was no z in this bottom equation, for example, you must put a 0. You have to have everything lined up. You have to have a number for everything. So if it's a 0, make sure you have a 0 in there. Okay, so our matrix is set up. Go ahead and quit. Go back to the main screen. And now here's how the shortcut works after your equation is, or after your equations are typed in your variable, into your matrix. So go back to matrix. This time, go to the math column and scroll down to the bottom of your list. I forgot I have the really slow computer calculator that goes really slow, so keep going till you find this thing. Stop. Other idea, press up, go to the bottom of the list. Find the thing called RREF, 2 R's, not REF, but RREF. It stands for, I believe, row reduced echelon form. I don't know, if anyone out there is smarter than me, let me know, but I believe it's row reduced echelon form or something like that. Doesn't really matter for what we're doing though. Select it. That'll pop up, and then we have to go back to matrix one more time. And this time from the names menu, select matrix A. You can see that was the dimensions we set up. So select matrix A and press enter. And what you should see if this problem did work, if it has infinite solutions or no solutions, you won't see this, but what you'll see is a diagonal column of 1s. That stands for 1x, 1y, and 1z. And then this final column over here, look at that. There's our answer. 2, 1, negative 3, all in order as x, y, and z. And just like that, we can now solve these problems using a calculator and do them much, much faster than doing them by hand. So there you go. There's your shortcut. Use it wisely. Remember, in class, if I say you must solve it algebraically, you got to show me the work. Calculator is a great way to check it to make sure you're right. It's a great way to solve story problems when I don't really care how you solve them. But there you go. There's your shortcut. Pretty cool, right?